All right, so I'm showing you the new, for me, I should say, the new dynamic mount for my TV, and I couldn't be more happy with this television. In the room that we have, there's not a lot of places to put the TV on the wall, so our only option was to put it above the fireplace. And the problem I ran into is that I didn't want to be staring constantly up at the television that was really high in the air, and I didn't want to, my neck and back to bother me while I'm sitting there trying to watch TV. And so anyways, the great staff at Dynamic Mount came up with this option, and I think it's just fantastic. And as you all have known who've seen this mount, it allows you to go up and down, side to side, and it's an excellent mount. I'll show you how it works here. I'm gonna just lift it straight up like that, and you can see now it fits firmly up against the wall. And I think the great thing about it is it does go left and right. But you can see this goes left, it goes right, and it's very easy to pull down from the wall. Now, the one thing that I liked about this mount over some of the competitors, including Mantle Mount, was one, it was a little bit more cost effective, but two, I felt like there was the ability to go down lower from the fireplace mantle than some of the other mounts out there. I also thought the other options that this thing had was that it allowed more flexibility in the adjustments. So one thing I noticed is on this TV, when I put the brackets up against the fireplace, I was actually about a ½ inch off on the left side versus the right. And so you can easily move the brackets on the back of the television to compensate for this adjustment or this, potentially mistake that I made. So I like that. Also, the mantle that I have is about 9 inches deep. And so this TV is able to go about 28.5 inches down from where it's currently positioned. And all you basically do, and I'm sorry you can't see this, but I'm basically just grabbing it and I'm just pulling it straight down like that. And voila, there you have it. It drops significantly down from the wall. A couple of things I'd like to notice is you can adjust the mount so that when you pull it down and actually lift it up part way, it stays in place. However, I have small children and they're constantly pulling on things, and so I wanted the mount to have a little bit more tension, so it makes it a little harder for them to pull up and down. So as a result, I won't be demonstrating what you've seen in some other videos where people pull the TV down and then move it into different places or positions as they pull it down, because if you adjust it properly, it should stop every ½ inch that you pull it from the wall. And I'm saying ½ inch just for a clarification of exactly how it will stop as you go down. But basically, you pull the TV down and you can stop it at any position as you pull it down, as well as when you move it up. Now, the other thing that I really love about the dynamic mount over some of the other ones out there, I'm going to go back behind here, is the angle. And it might be hard to see, but the angle, it's actually angled a little bit. So basically, the TV angles out toward the audience or to people sitting in the chair. And what you can see is, you'll see how it angles like that. Some of the other mounts on the market do not do that. And even dynamic mounts, this particular one, when you push it up against the wall, it'll angle out about 7 degrees. But they've made the bracket so strong and so durable that you can easily go in and shim the back, which you'll see. See how I got that shimmed out like that? And it allows me to have that extra tilt for when you pull it off the wall. Because all the dynamic mounts, at least this particular model, it will tilt 7 degrees when the television's up against the wall, but when you pull it down, it'll be basically perpendicular to the, so it'll be straight up and down. And I didn't really like that look, so I went ahead and used the shims that they gave in the kit, and I was able to shim the television out, so I have that 7 degrees. And I think that, I'm sorry, I probably have more than 7 degrees when it's pulled down, and for sure more than 7 degrees when I put it back up against the wall. So now I just moved in this house. We done a lot of renovations. So please note that there still has to be some work with the electronic components. I have I have a brick guy coming out of Mason who's going to go ahead and put pull some bricks out to put the electrical wires in the wall. Obviously, I have an electrician doing the electrical wires, but I need a mason to come out and do it right. So for the sake of just being so excited about this mount, and I wanted to get this video out there, because if you're trying to decide between the mantle mount or the dynamic mount, I hands down would say go with the dynamic mount. The customer support is fantastic. The response on any questions I've had has been literally within half an hour of me asking the question by email. And I will also say that when I ordered this, I think I got it within 2 days, and I didn't pay any extra for shipping. So hats off to the makers of this mount. I can't thank them enough. I think it's fantastic. And I'm just going to show you one more time as I lift it up, so you can just see it slowly as I lift it up against the wall, and then it kicks back, and then you'll see how it fits nicely up against the wall. So again, I'd like to say thank you to Dynamic Mount for making this incredible mount. It's fantastic, very flexible. Like I said, it's flexible if you install the mount up against the wall into the brick, a little bit off. Like I said, I was ½ inch off on one side, and it was very easy to shim it when connecting the mount to the television. As well, I was able to use the brackets that they had to angle it out more than the 7 degrees that is listed in their brochure. So you can see it right there. You can see how much it kicks out at the top. And I just think this is just an incredible mount, and I would recommend this to anybody. And I will say, anybody that has come over and seen this mount, they're all ecstatic about it. And said if they had a fireplace and they had to put a TV above it, this is the mount that they would buy. So, so if you're in the market, this is the mount to get. I highly recommend it, and I hope you enjoyed this video.